Okay, so we were at Grossmünster Church, and we climbed the steeple, and this is the view from up here of Zurich. So we've got the hills up surrounding, and there's the steeple of the church that we're in. And that's Old Town that you're looking at right there. And then Lake Zurich. And you can see the restaurants right on the water, the cafes right on the water here. There's one of the pedestrian bridges. Oh, okay. There's a lot of clock towers here for some reason. And then if you look down there where the orange umbrellas are, it looks like there's a swimming lane pool there inside. You can see the sailboat on Lake Zurich. Where do you see the pedal boats? There we go. This is Zurich, this is Old Town. Right here. Okay, so we're still in Grossmünster, the top. So this is the twin steeple right here. And then this is more of Old Town, which we've already explored. There's the river leading to Lake Zurich. Oh, and it's noon, so the bells are going off at noon. They always go off when I have this on, eh? And if we look down here, we see the tram coming. Right there is the tram. Yeah, beautiful Zurich. You can hear the bells going. Some more homes up on the hills. That's probably the expensive territory right there. Okay, here we are at Lake Zurich, and we found this diving competition.
Yes, sir.
Oh!
Start from the back, run, and
Yeah.
jump.
Ooh. View from the Jules Verne Bar in Zurich. There's Lake Zurich down there. There's the spirals that we climbed earlier, and some of the homes for the view here. We are in Basel, and we're at the Rhine River, one side, and we're going to take this rope ferry to the other side. Looks pretty cool, and yeah, can't wait to get on and see what it's like. And oh, there's some rowers over there, and we're also going to see some people floating down the Rhine, and then we're going to end up at that bridge over there. Look, it's almost like a Hawaiian.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, those boats.
A lot happening down here on the river in Basel. Here's the people floating down the river.
So here's for all of us.
Oh my God.
7 here. 4? 4? 6. Six.
Here. Here's your. He's got a wet bag, that's why. See that floating thing behind him is a wet bag.
Look at that view.
The church, yeah. Hi, we're in Colmar, and this is some of the architecture. Oh, they got the storks. Look. No, you see? You see the storks?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
They're real.
And he was a platform maker. But it
So here's the guy who did the Statue of Liberty. This is where he was born.
So he created a total of 27 public monuments in France, and he created 8 sculptures. Beautiful number of
This is the St. Stephen Church in Strasbourg, Gothic Cathedral. Pretty impressive. St. Stephen Church.
You can see some pipes, and on the ground you can see some rings. With the pipes and the rings, you could set a camouflage net. Some entrances.
So we're here doing the Philosopher's Walk just outside of Heidelberg. Founded by Socrates, 8300 BC. And there's the famous Heidelberg Castle right across. And then down is the river right before. So we should get better views as we go higher up. So yeah, looks fantastic. Nice warm day to be in the forest. Regulating my breathing like most true athletes do. Okay, so we're on top of the spire, and there's the view again. Much better view. I'm going to do a 360 here if you guys can see. And then when we get to over here, we see the ruins of the old church. And here's Sylvia, our inspirational leader, just making it up. Ooh. Hmm? You have a filter that you can... Okay, we are in Rudesheim, quaint little village. We're getting ready on our trains to go. There's our room right at the top there. And we're going into town, and we're going to do a hike up to a vineyard, so we'll get some nice shots from up top. So yeah, that's how it looks like this morning. Oh, another cruise ship coming in over there. Okay, we made it to the top of the hike. So there's the statue there, the unification statue of Germany from 1870, I believe. And I'm just going to pan and give you an idea. There's proof that Sylvie made it, our inspirational leader. And there's the cable cars again that we're taking down. And then there we go. Here's the view. You see how far the planes go beyond the next ridge. And then you got the vineyards right below us. Okay, so we're taking the cable car down. There's the boys right there. And here we go. Down to the village takes about 5 minutes, so
No, is that right?
side of the tree. So here we go. So there's the view again coming down on the cable car. And the vineyards below us.
Try to take an RC shot.
So, put the asphalt inside.
Well, here we go.
Away with fire. So what we do now, you see there, I have already sugar inside in the cup
Oh, okay, sugar's there,
that-
okay.
to caramelize everything, right?
Yeah.
And caramelize sugar and brandy together. Seems like an Irish coffee, but Irish coffee you put just hot water inside. But here it's something else. We burn just the brandy, you see that?
So do you burn off the whole brandy? Yeah.
Yeah, the alcohol vaporized,
Okay.
not completely, just 70%.
Okay.
And stay the flavor of the brandy and the caramel together, you know? And we make the cup really hot. That's very important. So then we put the coffee on top. We have then the cream on top.
Very nice.
So, most important,
Yeah.
you must be drink of it without spoon. So you take the cup entirely there, put the finger down because it's really hot now.
Uh-huh.
Full whipped cream without spoon.
Okay.
Okay, that will be the tradition.
Okay. We're sailing out of Rudesheim, and there's the monument that we climbed up to earlier. We're going through the Rhine Gorge where all the castles are, and then ends up where the Lorelei rocks are. So here we go. Okay, so we're through, still in the gorge, and we're coming up to this bend in the river. It's beautiful. All the vineyards up on the hills there, and this solid rock on this side. So let's see what the bend brings us. We're going towards the Lorelei Rock, so that should be coming up soon. Okay, to be down there, the Lorelei Rock, so I'll start filming again.
Is much stronger, and right here in this bend we are now making a left, and then we'll be making a right, and right here on the right hand side, this rock here is the Lorelei. And if you look at the top of the rock, you're going to notice some flags. There is a German flag there. That's where, according to legend, the Lorelei was sitting and singing, and her voice was so enchanting and her beauty was so enchanting that when sailing this bend over here, the sailors would forget themselves, and therefore the ships would sink. Our captain is a happily married man, so we are safe. He's not going to get enchanted in any way by the Lorelei, should she appear. But let's talk a little bit about the legend. So this was very much a local legend until the 1800s. So the people in this area knew about the legend of the Lorelei. They knew that the ships that were sinking here in this bend, the sinking of that ship was attributed to this beautiful lady, and nobody else knew in Germany about this story. But then what happened was that Heinrich Heine, he was a very famous, he became later a very famous German romantic poet. He was traveling in this area in the early 1800s. He was heartbroken at that time. He was in love with this lady, and he tried to get close to her, and she basically rejected all of his advances. So he came here, and as he was traveling, heartbroken as he was, he found out about the legend of the Lorelei. So he wrote a poem about the Lorelei, and he gave the Lorelei the physical features of the woman he was in love with. Blonde, fair-skinned, and this is how nowadays everybody thinks of the Lorelei as a blonde, beautiful, fair-skinned woman. The poem made it pretty famous in Germany, but it made it more famous the moment it was put to music. And the Lorelei song became a nationwide hit, and the entire Germany found out about the myth, the story of the Lorelei. And this of course led to a big boost in tourism. Look at the sign on the right hand side, you can see there Lorelei, that's the label. And from that moment on, it gave a very big boost to tourism in the Rhine Valley, because everybody wanted to come to see the Lorelei Rock. So we are right now under it. That's the Lorelei Rock, and we have just 2 more castles coming up to talk about, but we will stop because
Here we are at the cathedral in Cologne. Beautiful.
Could be actually removed before the Second World War to be protected. So now nowadays if you go inside you can see still quite a lot of authentic medieval stained glasses, but not a lot from the 19th century. And the stained glass that you see here with these dots of colors, this is quite a new stained glass. This is actually quite new. You can see already at the bottom that it's coming a little bit darker, especially at the bottom.
Okay, so we're in Cologne Cathedral, so there's the main looking down. It's huge. Go to the right. And this beautiful stained glass over here. This is the relic spot where they had the bones of the three wise men in this, and they did a DNA test and they said it wasn't possible that it was the bones of the three wise men, but still the cathedral got built. So there we go. Beautiful golden box here. The bones are over there. The bones of the three wise men? Over, that's what, yeah.
Aber das ist wohl ganz, ganz Besonderes. Ja, ja, ja.
And looking back to the front, there's the stained glass. Okay, so we are now in Amsterdam and we're on one of the bridges, so I'll just give you a view from one side. That's going towards where our boat is docked. And this is looking more into the interior of Amsterdam. We got the houseboats that are permanent here that people live on. And the architecture of the house, and there's a big church steeple back there, and it's kind of a dark day, but we've got some sun right now. Okay, we are now in Zaandam, the mills, and we're walking through the grounds. It's huge, the grounds, and came across the sheep farm right there, and there's some windmills in the back that we're going to go to eventually. So a photo shoot going on here. Don't know why, but apparently there is. And then see, there's some of the workshops, and there's a clog workshop just down there that we're going to go visit. So yeah, pretty interesting place. A lot of little canals, and yeah, little playground. Yeah, the boys will probably take advantage of that.
Yeah.
We are in the clog workshop, and there's a lot of clogs here on the wall. And all this whole wall is just full of clogs that you could buy. So I'm just trying to see if I can pick one out. These are the slippers, which I don't want the slippers, so. Okay, so we are here in our hotel room in Zaandam. So just slowly walking through. We have our Nespresso machine, which Nick already used first. come into our washroom. So here's our stand-up shower with two nozzles or noozles. Our sauna, which we're going to be using later. And then our whirlpool bath. And our separate toilet, which Nick befouled first again. Coming out of the washroom, we got our sitting area where Sylvia's sitting. And our bay windows with a lot of new windmills, and there's the train station right in front of us, and then some of the shopping areas, and who knows what they're building there. And, more canals everywhere. And then we go into our bedroom. So that's the back wall on the bedroom, and our bed. And for some reason we have a window that overlooks the whirlpool tub. We're not sure why, but a nice big room that we've got here. So yeah, looks good. Okay, we're on the other side now. There's the train station that we came into, and we took the ferry across, like a 6-minute ride, double ferries that go across. And here we are, and then there's the lookout. You can see people on the swings up at the top, so that's what we're going to be doing in about a half hour. Looks pretty wicked.
Out here, just about to do the those sketchy. Guys, look back at the camera. Awesome, they didn't do it. Is that it? Yep.
Stuff.
We got all our
Welcome
stuff.
back, everyone. I hope you had a good time and enjoyed the live stream with Alright, so the doors will open on the other side. So you can take them to your shoulder.
Okay, we're at the world famous Rijksmuseum. Here's the gardens. Beautiful building. We're heading towards the entrance, and we've got Mercury here, sculpture of Mercury, and then over here we got the giant spider. Yeah, beautiful place here. There's the front of the gallery or of the museum. Here we go. Right in front.
Albert Market, 0.7.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, I knew that it was close.
Oh wait, it's our last day, right?
Yep. And here's another garden in the Rijksmuseum. Got the fountain. Beautiful building. We might come back here later. We think the Van Gogh Museum is just down the street, which we're going to as well. There's the, oh, there's a huge pig down there, or rabbit or something. Okay, we've done the Rijksmuseum, which is over there. Some